Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance, Sagittarius. So Sag, I did a mini meditation before I turned on the camera for your reading. I'm going to read out what I saw, and then I'll hold it up for you so you can take a screen cap if you wish. You may see these items in your travels in the next few weeks, or from whenever you're watching this reading. And if they provide some beautiful synchronicities for you, please comment down below. Let me know. Would love to hear about it. These also may show up in the reading today. They may not. This is for you. I saw hearts and floating, thank you, Spirit. I saw hearts and floating bubbles, but I just saw hearts all over the place in all different sizes and shapes and pastel colors. And basically it made me think of Valentine's Day. I saw lemon peel, ducks, turbines, Niagara Falls, Drunken Love, that song by Beyonce. I heard that song. I heard ear ringing. So you may be experiencing some ear ringing and your spirit guides coming to speak to you. Vietnam, mashed potatoes, and sponges. So a very eclectic collection of symbols and signs and perhaps synchronicities for you to see. So do let me know if you come across these, Sagittarius. I hope that you all are doing well and that you're having a lovely start to your new year. I'm going to take one card from the Human Spirit Oracle and do your tarot reading today with the Pulp Tarot. So let's get to it. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. You got, and we've seen this card before, Not My Circus, Not My Monkeys, number 15. 15 is the Devil card in the Major Arcana. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Or you could be dealing with devil energy, something having to do with toxicity, codependence, addiction, a cycle of repeat that needs to come to a close. You can see here his clothing, his chest area is like a stage. There's a little monkey coming out of there. This area right where his throat chakra is, it says tickets. See that? It says tickets. And it's fascinating. And his hat is like a merry-go-round. You hear the theme song from that, you know? I think I did this the last time I pulled this card and I regretted it instantly. But I didn't notice the tickets sign right over the throat chakra. That's so interesting, right? Because tickets allow access. So what I also noticed too is that this monkey has its hand over its own mouth. And I was talking about access to the throat chakra. This came up in the Aries reading that I just did. I burned Palo Santo, so I cleared the energy and I shuffled very thoroughly. But I feel as though this is a theme for the fire signs today, which is that there could be some information that you are privy to that it may not be wise for you to divulge at this time, especially because I see this monkey with its hand over its mouth. You know, that speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, that kind of thing. And I did hear the ear ringing for you. That's very prominent. That's very clear to me that there's something here that could be, you could be embroiled or witness to a chaotic situation where you may have a lot to say about it, but Spirit is saying hold. And that's exactly what they said to Aries too. Hold. Hold back. Hold it back. And normally I would never say that. I'd be like, have an open heart, throat chakra and a heart chakra and express yourself, right? There's always a time and place. And I feel as though, because this is the number 15 card, which is wrapped up in the devil energy, right? We want to be in the place of advantage. We don't want to put anybody else in advantage into a place of advantage over us. Over us. It's not that people can't do well in life. That's not what I'm talking about. There's almost like this could be your strategy right now, just to not get involved. 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier. Past, present. Whoa, whoa. Lots of cards just fell on the floor. Hold on. Past, present, future, and advice from Spirit. Yeah, 3 major arcana. There are 4 cards on the table, and 3 of them are major arcana. I just want to make sure I didn't drop any other cards. No? Okay. Excuse me. Now you have 5 cards on the table, 4 major arcana. This is crazy. The 5 major arcana. For Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Wow, Ace of Wands showed up for every single fire sign. Amazing. Let's start with the past energy. I did look at the bottom of the deck, and Spirit is saying you looked at it for a reason, so just show them what it is. You got the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and this is in reverse. Investment. Deep investment into something, diligence and focus, high focus on something. This could be a work. I was picking up on this being a work situation. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like for the majority of people watching this reading, it's probably going to be related to work or the majority of where you spend your time. This card is in the reverse though. Again, not wanting to invest anymore, not my circus, not my monkeys, not paying attention to it anymore, or trying not to, trying your best not to. Probably looking for some new opportunities. Or it's funny because they made me say or, and they didn't have an ending for me. When I say they, I mean Spirit. New opportunities, new horizons, or a new way of perceiving your circumstances. This is in the past energy. The 3 of Wands talks about waiting for your ships to come in. Having made a decision about something and then waiting to kind of reap the rewards of that, or understand the outcome of that decision making. And that decision could have been a very large leap of faith. The Fool is major arcana number 0, and it starts the tarot. The journey of the tarot is the journey of the Fool. Somebody who puts their faith in Spirit and lets Spirit guide them through the good times and the bad. The hard times and the bad. What song is that from? Can't think of it right now, but this is a very positive energy. You can see how kind of open chakra energy here, open heart chakra, open solar plexus, open throat chakra, even like, you know, her head is tilted up. So there could have been something in your past energy where you're just like, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to go after something that I want. I'm going to try and manifest for myself. I'm going to make a decision to do these things. And feeling really proud of that decision making. I'm going to ask for a clarifier. What was it that you stepped towards? Seven of Cups. All of the opportunities that have been presented to you. This is such a funny card because it's like Swami fortune teller energy, right? Very much in keeping with a circus theme, right? Where do you see this kind of character? Sometimes in a carnival, in a circus. The thing about the Seven of Cups, though, is that it can be a card of confusion because there's just a lot of options. And in your past energy, I feel as though, Sag, you have such a unique energy. I'm a Sag rising. You have such a unique energy. It's kind of whimsical. And instead of choosing one, I just kind of feel like you're just like, let's choose them all and see which one fits. I select all. It's like now I see like a child in an elevator pushing all the buttons and seeing which floor looks the best. Which floor am I going to get off on? You know, this looks like somebody in outer space. It's kind of like, let's aim for the moon. This is what I see with you right now. I don't actually see confusion. I see clarity, which is strange. I don't usually read that with the Seven of Cups, but I think it's just clear to you that there's just so much to choose from, and you're not just stopping at one or two things. You're going to try everything and see which sticks, what sticks. This is kind of working out for you in the present energy, though, because I see the High Priestess. Look at the face on the High Priestess, first of all. That's hilarious. Why did I never notice that before? That is hilarious. It's interesting. I'm trying to make out what's going on in the background of this card, but doesn't it look like bubbles? They're not bubbles. They're not pentacles either, but doesn't it look like bubbles? And I saw floating bubbles in your reading. Floating bubbles. High Priestess sits at the veil between worlds. Pisces energy, number 2 in the Major Arcana. She has a set of keys. It's very hard to tell. She has a set of keys on a key ring. They're like skeleton keys on a key ring. She is all-seeing, all-knowing. Says nothing. Very observant, very psychic, very clairvoyant. Says nothing. Knows everything. It's clarified by the sun. You're the only one of the fire signs to get the sun card. The sun is abundance. It is truly the fieriest of the fire cards in the Major Arcana. And it talks about absolute clarity on a situation. So it's almost like you have an inner knowingness and an external validation, an external light source to reinforce what it is that you were feeling, thinking, sensing. This is really powerful energy. I kind of wish this was my energy. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it is, but this is beautiful energy to have in your present moment, Sagittarius. It's like, it's kind of unstoppable. Asking for a look at it. Just look at it. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Unstoppable energy. I mean, this kind of reminds me of that old show that used to be on television, Dukes of Hazzard. The Dukes of Hazzard. And now it's like I'm thinking about that name of that show, The Dukes of Hazzard. So stupid. But I watched that show. It was in the 80s. And I'm trying to remember the theme song. I think it was like Just the Good Old Boys. They're about country guys. Just the good old boys. The Knight of Wands can be a little unpredictable, can be a little spontaneous, flash in the pan, but really, really zealous, really excited, really passionate. To clarify these two cards, this is unstoppable energy, Sagittarius. It's so powerful. I'm like feeling so invigorated by it. Pisces is not known for their, boldness, but they are known for their power. So like 3 really powerful cards here in your present tense. So whatever it is that you're either going after or looking at, observing, understanding, you're doing it with a very, very high level of awareness. I wanted to add, make sure you're doing it with a high level of self-awareness. So not just awareness of what is external to you, but an awareness of what it is that you also feel. That's very Piscean. So interesting. Actually, I want to know what the High Priestess knows. So I'm going to ask for a clarifier. They didn't give it to me. They gave me Temperance instead. Spirit's almost like laughing at me right now. Like, oh, you're so cute that you want to know what the High Priestess knows, but that's none of your business. What is your business is to understand that it will all reveal itself in time. Temperance came out for Aries, I believe. Temperance is your card, Sagittarius. You showed up in your own reading. Beautiful. So it's almost like Spirit saying, you don't need to worry about what the High Priestess knows. Sagittarius knows, and that's all that's important. I mean, there are certain, I told you I'm a Sag rising, so there are a lot of things that I know, that I haven't necessarily told anyone, so I can relate. I'm so glad you showed up in your own reading. Part man, part woman, all angel, it says. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. Just like the High Priestess, who sits at the veil between worlds. She sits right on the edge between the next world and the material world. That's why she's so psychic. Temperance is similar. 1 foot on land, 1 foot in water. This idea that you are transmuting whatever it is that you know into something better. The idea is that it's into something better, right? So water into wine, pain into power, base metals into gold. That is the kind of heart of the Temperance card. And it takes time. It's about patience. So while they didn't tell me what it is that you know, they did tell me that you have it under control. Good to know. The future energy. It's going to drive you into some self-reflection. Hermit energy. Major Arcana number 9. Virgo. The Hermit card talks about somebody who's undergoing a dark night of the soul moment where a person kind of retreats away from their family and their friends and does a lot of inner reflection, deep reflection, does a lot of contemplation as to why it is, what it is that motivates them in life. Why do they still struggle in certain areas? Why are they still holding on to past pain and past trauma? And how to overcome it. It's very beautiful energy. Very necessary energy. Queen of Wands in reverse is clarifying that though it may make you feel very uncomfortable in your future energy, because it's always super uncomfortable. Because Queen of Wands normally talks about somebody who's very confident, very self-assured, very self-possessed, beautiful. When you go into hermit mode, it just brings up all kinds of dark, shadow, ugliness that you have been trapping in your body, in your heart, in your energy for a long time, that is now kind of coming to the surface and being purged. And that may make you feel really, really off center, off kilter, off your A game. That's okay, because it's like breaking your own self down to build yourself back up even stronger than ever. Can you clarify the Hermit, please? What are some of the lessons that Sagittarius is learning right now? What are some of the lessons that Sagittarius is learning right now, Spirit? 3 cards came out. How to close out cycles that no longer serve you. Cycles that are coming to an end. Chapters that are closing. The World card is number 21 in the Major Arcana. It ends the Major Arcana. So you started with the Fool and you end with the World. A lot of maturity and understanding that through this up-leveling, so there was a delivery van that just stopped literally right below my window, and the number 14 is on the top of that van. Guess what card the number 14 is? Temperance. Sagittarius. That I wish I could have turned the camera around in that moment to show you the number 14 on that van, but it caught my attention. It's almost like it's like saying, Sagittarius, really pay attention, really focus in on what I'm about to say. I don't know what I'm about to say, just focus on it. There's some cycle here that is coming to a close for you. It could be a long time coming. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here you're no longer willing to invest in. And 5 of Cups in reverse. You're not going to lose sleep over it. You're not going to have a pity party over it. You're not going to feel sorry for yourself anymore. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for showing me that van. 14, what are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? I know I couldn't show it to you. You just have to trust me. But like, Spirit knows. Spirit brought it right to me. So we end with the Tower, right? There's a lot of upheaval happening in your world right now, but it's all for your best and highest good. It's like shaking up the system to bring you a brand new opportunity, a fiery opportunity that, because you're doing the hard work, Temperance, High Priestess, Sun, Fool, World, Hermit, so many Major Arcana, because you're doing this hard work, shaking up stagnancy in your life, you're going to have the power and the freeness to grab hold of the new opportunities that Spirit wants to bring to you. Right? Right now, they're asking you to put something down. This is part of the lesson, right? The Tower. Tower is kind of shaking up everything. 2 of Pentacles. Put something down. You're carrying too much. Look, you see? You see? I'm going to end it here. You see? I don't even... We started this reading with the Devil. The idea of the Devil, number 15. We're ending it with the Devil in reverse. Look how similar. You see how, look, even the rendering. You cannot make this up. The synchron 2424, I just saw it on my timer. You cannot make this up. This is such a beautiful thing. Even the Devil is a beautiful synchronicity in your reading, right? These faces, I can't get over it. I cannot get over it. The Devil energy can represent Capricorn, so there could be a prominent Capricorn in your life. Typically, it talks about codependency, addiction, cycles of repeat, stagnancy, obsession, trapping the lovers. The devil traps the lovers. The Lovers card represents choice. When you have this card in reverse, it's almost like you've overcome this energy. Whatever this fear was, it's almost like you're watching every part of that crumble now, so that you can, it's almost like take hold of what is rightfully yours. Love to see the devil in reverse for you. I love it. It's such a beautiful synchronicity. It's so dark, but I feel like you can handle it, Sagittarius, because it's weird. You're overcoming this, I just heard self-perpetuating cycle, self-perpetuating, self-fulfilling prophecy is another thing I just heard. Like a story that you've told yourself and you thought was true. It's not. You create your universe, and this is what I see in this reading. Sag, that was beautiful. That's a beautiful way to end that. I know it seems weird to end beautifully with the devil, but with the devil in reverse, it's like you put it in its place. Here, it sought to control you, and you put it in its place. It's very powerful. Sag, if this resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Sag.